Welcome to Sports Talk with Kiku, and I'm your host, Kiku Njabulo. Now let's get straight into today's the weekend's results. Yeah, let's get into them. Okay, we had Manchester City. That was a shocking result. Manchester City versus Leeds United. They lost. Well, they kind of put out like sort of a B team. So yeah, the combination, some of the combinations weren't there, and yeah. But then again, that entire Manchester City team is better than that Leeds team. Like player for player, like they win in most, if not every category. So I don't know how they won, how they lost, but it was all through heart and desire. Like that City team didn't feel like they had the desire to go and win. They just felt off. Everything that they did was off, and they were hurried. And Stones again has proved that he's not a number one center back. Stones has proved that he's not a number one center back, and that's something that we've all known. But now he just straight up proved that I'm not a number one center back. No way, Jose. Like he's not a number one center back. Then Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Well, Liverpool won. I predicted that they'd win. So, like, without Jack Grealish, Aston Villa is just like, run of the mill team. Like that winner that Trent scored, like Liverpool kind of turned up the pace. Like they increased the intensity. They started playing a bit better when they were playing. So I get why they won, but like it's not the same Liverpool where they'd force you out of errors and again like Trent was a bit suspect on defense, but then again he's also proving that Trent should just be a winger, or I don't know, like Klopp should change his entire system, but Trent is not a wing back. I mean a full back. He's not cut out for it. But let's say if you put him in midfield or if you put him as a winger, he can do special things. He's got the engine to run. If Klopp can put him in midfield as an 8, he can do a lot of special things because he'll have the space, he'll have the time, and he can whip in those special balls. He can be their number 10 only if Klopp changes his position. Only if. Only if. And then you take Chamberlain, you play him at right back. That would be a different kind of team. And yeah, man, Villa without Jack Grealish, they just missed that driving force. You know when a team misses their leader, that's what it feels like. The person that gives them that edge. Yeah, they just miss Jack Grealish. And then Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Yo man, shout out Linda. Yo man, he said Kai Havertz should be a number 9 for Chelsea. I was like, bruh. Like, but yo, Kai Havertz should be Chelsea's number 9. For now, I don't feel like he's better than a Tammy, but he can learn to be better than Tammy in certain aspects. But he's a bit tall. He has that ball control, and yo, he just made them so much better. Like yo, Kai playing as a 9, he made them so much better. And like when Werner's up top, Tuchel finally learned to listen. That yo man, can't trust Werner. Like most likely when they were doing transfers, Werner was letting everyone down, fold them into the ground because that's what he's been doing to Chelsea fans. I know that was a dry joke, but anyway, yeah. Shout out Linda, man. When we were speaking, I don't know if I even released, bruh. I don't even know if I even released that footage where he said who should play where, man. I don't know, but yo, man, me and Linda chopped it up and we spoke about this, and he said Kai should be their number 9. And yo, man, he was right, man. Like, he is being proven right. Shout out, Linda. And then, moving on to Burnley versus Newcastle. Oh, by the way, man, and Crystal Palace, man, their defending seems to be as abysmal as I've ever seen it. Like, they all open, like everyone's just kind of doing their own thing in that defense. Like, is this not a unit? It's not for a lack of quality because they can shut you out, but also Roy Hodgson got his tactics wrong. You can't go in a you can't go in a midfield where people are putting like 5 players in midfield, and you put a straight flat back, straight midfield four. Like, when the hell do they make that? Like, when the hell? That's why there were overlaps, because some of the midfielders had to go into, they were being put in, and then they'd leave space on the, and it's like, yo, because if out of the four, three would be busy, and then now this leaves one person, and then the other one, he's already occupied. So it was always leaving overload. And the only way to stop that is to have five in the midfield. Should have dropped Zaha into the 10 position, made him play as a 10, and then everyone else can mark everyone else. Like, you have Zaha trying to mark one of Jorginho or Kovacic now, and then you have another person trying to mark Kovacic. Now you equaling, or you equalizing the battle in midfield, but he just let that battle go. Like, yo, the tactics were also wrong. Yeah, let's move on. Burnley versus Newcastle. Yeah, I didn't watch that match. But yeah, Newcastle won. Ellen said maximum creator one, he scored one. That was amazing. Guys, sometimes when I don't watch matches, I be busy with other things. Like, I love football, but sometimes I gotta be busy with other things. Yeah, you gotta do other things. West Ham versus Leicester. I also wasn't there for that match, but it was an exciting game. Jesse Lingard with like 2 goals and an assist. No, not an assist, but he played a part in them scoring that other goal. And oh my, Jay Lings is looking like different gravy. And Ian Nacho all of a sudden is scoring. Ian Nacho all of a sudden is scoring goals. Like, they're okay, but he's scoring empty calorie goals. Like, when no one cares if you scored, like, the first goal, okay, so the second goal is like, dude, just made the ending a bit nervy, but I saw the ending, just made the ending a bit nervy, but like, yo, Jay Lings, yeah, come outside, fam. He's telling Messi to come outside. It's joking, man. But yo, man, Jesse Lingard has been in a different type of form, and he's gotten a manager that trusts him and that he trusts, and then he's feeding off that energy he needed to move out of Manchester United and just get a breath of fresh air. And sometimes you're in one environment for so long that it becomes even detriment to even your own progress. And then once you move to a new environment, then you start, like, you get that belief, and then like a new environment just brings in a new set, like a new mindset. Him being in London might be way better for him, and the club isn't as big, so less pressure on Jesse Lingard, and they're in the running for the top four. Like, this was a huge match for top four, just like the Newcastle and Burnley match was huge for the bottom six, because now Burnley are straight in it, and then West Ham are in the top four race, because Leicester are only 1 point ahead of West Ham. And I thought, like, yo, man, all these three teams said the only other team that's left is that fourth spot, but now it's tetchy. Only, you can say, almost 2 spots are secure, but we know City are going to Champions League. That's settled. Man United, we don't know, like, almost like mathematically almost secured, but we'll see. Like, they're almost getting there. They just need to increase that gap, and then it'll be mathematically, like, when they say mathematically you can't, then you sure. Because now I can't even trust this Man United team. They can go on a bad run, because these dudes. Then Tottenham versus Manchester United. Man like Maureen! Did you see Man like Maureen going? Man like Maureen, him ranting. Like, yo, in the press, like, okay, let's first start with the match before I even go. Let me check what this time. Okay, I'm even going overboard. Let me quickly wrap this up. Man like Maureen, they just played bad football. Like, it was okay football, but they never looked, Tottenham, there are a couple of like half chances that they never turned into like real chances. Like, they had counter attacks where like, you guys just never turned them into anything. I'm not even gonna speak about the disallowed goal, but they had like a few moments where they could have turned it into something, and they just didn't have the quality to. Then Man United in the second half just dominated everything, played them off the park. And I always said, if you have the ball for long enough against this Spurs team, you're gonna expose their defense. That's what I knew. What Manchester United needed to do, put pressure on that defense. Like, that defense is gonna crack, and they had Dyer in there. Like, Dyer is Dyer at defending. It wasn't funny, but anyway, yeah. So we carry on. Also, like, yo, Pogba was immense. Like, yo, man, Pogba has been immense, and oh man, I can't stress enough. He just got the job done. Man United just got the job done. And the final game of the weekend with the Sheffield versus Arsenal. Arsenal just needed to win, and they did just that. Like, I'm a bit worried that, and you see, Pablo Mari. Like I said in one, like, Pablo Mari is back. They get a clean sheet. Like, yo, man, Pablo Mari should be in every match, but he can't stay fit. He's Arsenal's best defender. Like, yo, he's their best centre back. Like, he brings in that air of arrogance that, like, bro, you ain't beating me as a defender. When I look at him, I'm like, yeah, he looks like a real leader at the back. I'm like, yeah, he looks like he's a real centre back. And, yo, it was a strange week, but most teams that I expected to win won. And yeah, you guys, thank you guys for watching the review show. Hope you guys actually watch my preview shows. And yeah, this has been Sports Talk with Kifue. I'm out.